At 642, a Valley man taking action for refugees in Ukraine. He created a nonprofit that's giving families a safe place to stay and so much more. You'll hear from him in just a moment. But first, I was there to see for myself just how many lives this organization has touched. Tiny shoes line the doorway of a bedroom, which has become much more than a place to sleep.
When you found out you had to leave Ukraine, what did you think?
He was disappointed. He didn't understand what happened.
11-year-old Leah fled Ukraine 2 months ago, along with his 5 brothers and sisters and his parents.
You miss Ukraine? You want to go back to Ukraine?
But his parents know right now that's not possible. Leah's mom is 8 months pregnant. Ukraine, too dangerous for this growing family.
Ukraine. Here we have food for all the people from Ukraine.
But thanks to an organization called Bread of Life, Leah's family and many others are getting the essentials and, most importantly, staying safe. This is the New Life Center near Poznan. What they're doing right now is housing dozens of Ukrainian refugees and trying to give them a second chance, something they desperately need right now. And there's actually a surprising Arizona connection here. The New Life Center was actually founded by Rich Nungesser from Santan Valley, now with a team here in Poland to help run things.
So we can support them any possible way.
Even neighbors in this small Polish village finding ways to give back, like Dariusz, a firefighter who created a garden for the group, even helped arrange Polish language classes. For Dariusz, the need to give back is personal.
He said, his wife also said that he's supposed to do it because one time in his life, Ukrainians saved his life.
4 lata temu byłem w Odessie nad Morzem Czarnym.
20 years ago, Dariusz tells me he was on vacation in Ukraine swimming when he says he almost drowned. A group of Ukrainians saving his life.
Do you feel like this is your way of being able to pay back the Ukrainian people?
Czy uważasz, że to jest twój sposób, żeby coś im oddać za to, co dla ciebie zrobili?
Na pewno.
For sure.
It's help Leah's family tells me they're grateful for. There's no doubt their lives have changed dramatically in the past 2 months. Leah's dealing with things no 11-year-old boy should ever have to. But he tells me as much as he misses his old life, what really matters is right here in this room. His only fear is that the rest of the world will forget what's happened.
What do you want the rest of the world to know about Ukraine?
The truth.
And joining us this morning is Rich Nungesser, who is founder of Bread of Life. He's joining us from Santan Valley this morning. Rich, I want to thank you so much for being with us this morning, being at the New Life Center in Poland. I mean, it was just such an amazing experience. Can you tell everyone how this came to be?
The whole idea behind the New Life Center and Bread of Life started rather in a simple way with the idea of just trying to help some people. When I was living and working in Poland, I noticed some homeless people at the train station in Poznan. And I thought, maybe I could help them in some way. So after work, I went to the train station about 10:30 at night, and I took with me a small thermos and 3 cups of tea, thinking that I can make a difference. And so my wife and we started to develop like clothing closets and soup kitchens and trying to establish some type of social structure there.
Talk to us about some of the many things that Bread of Life does and the services you provide.
So some of the main things that we focus on with Bread of Life is we really focus on helping people, so that the homeless, the hungry, the sick, and we work on trying to bring them back in society. So helping them, develop, training and skills, helping them to get jobs and maintain those jobs.
In addition to all these other services you were already providing, you've now pivoted and you're helping these refugees from Ukraine. So talk to me about that decision.
Russia invades on the 24th of February. On the 25th, Bread of Life already had a truck loaded with humanitarian aid heading to Ukraine. And the humanitarian aid hasn't stopped. And since we have like this social network and structure, feeding people on a monthly basis.
Our Christine Stanwood did an interview with you over Zoom while you were over there. And it was just amazing to see you in action. What does it do for your heart to be able to help and take action and give in such a way?
Never in my wildest dreams did I think that passing out, those 3 cups of tea over 20 years ago would have the impact that it is having around the world. But having this Bread of Life established already in Europe, and knowing that, the team and the network is there to support the refugees, it does feel good.
And just to see the amazing work that this organization is doing, and it's all thanks to you, an Arizona man taking action and creating this. So I want to thank you for being with us, Rich. Real quick, everybody, I know you want to take action as well and donate. On abc15.com, we've posted a link to the story as well as links for everyone to donate.